Hello everyone, welcome to H2K Infosys. Today we're going to learn about what is programming language. Before we directly dive into any other programming languages, like for example it may be Python, Java, C hash or any language, we first have to understand what is programming language. In the backend, how exactly it works, what is the application, what is the structure. So these all we're going to understand in the today's session. So let's begin. What is programming language? A programming language is nothing but a set of instructions given to a computer to do a set of tasks. It might be creating a software or any automated task or maybe creating any application. Okay, so for all these tasks we have a different programming language. It might be Python, a Java, C hash or any language. Each language is designated for a particular task. Okay. Now, how exactly this programming language will work? So whatever code for any language we will be writing, it is called as a source code, and that is understandable by us humans. Okay, but this language is not understandable by computer. So this has to be converted to a machine code, that is nothing but the binary language, zeros and ones, which is understandable by the computer. So this work is done by a translators. So this translator will convert the source code to the machine code, and finally the compilers will convert the entire code to the machine level language, and then the interpreters will execute a line by line code from the runtime of any language. Okay, so here the keywords are a translator, which will convert the source code to a machine code, and the compilers, which will convert the entire program to the machine code, and then interpreter will execute the instructions. Now this is the structure of a programming language. What any programming language we learn, this structure is fixed. Okay, so we're going to begin with the variables. These variables are like a containers. It will be helping you to store the data, and then what kind of a data we have, that is explained in the data types. And then we have the operators. It might be arithmetical, logical or any other operators. And then finally we have a statements to write the instructions. Whatever instructions we will be writing, it is basically called as the statements. And then we have the conditional statements and loops, and then finally we have functions. So this structure is fixed for all the programming languages. Okay, only the way of writing the code get differ. Okay, now we are introducing algorithm. Why we have to learn algorithms is, algorithms is nothing but stepwise writing the instructions in our own understanding language. Okay, if we learn to describe our task, so there only our problem will get solved. So before we directly write any code, if we write the steps how we are executing to get the result, then our work will be done. Almost our work will be done. So after that it will help us to write the code based on the syntaxes and all. Once if we write the code, suppose if we are getting any errors and all, it will help us to debug and all. So this algorithm is nothing but a step-by-step rules or to step-by-step instructions to write to solve any problem, a problem related to a task or any code which you are wishing to write. Okay, so one of the example for this algorithm is shown here. So suppose if we want to add a number and display it, so how we can plan is, we're going to step 1 take two numbers, step 2 add them, step 3 display the result. So these are stepwise. So you will understand what we have to do first, what is the next step, what is the third step. It might be looking simple because the code is simple here. So for the bigger codes, if we write these stepwise instructions, it will help us to debug and plan for the code prior. Okay, so here in terms of Python, the code is been explained here. So we have taken the two variables, stored the numbers, then we are adding it, and then we are displaying it. So in a wholesome, we have learnt what is programming language, which is a set of instructions given to a computer. A structure for programming language, that is nothing but variables, data types, conditional statements, and then functions. It's fixed for all programming language. And the importance of algorithms. So using this fundamentals, we going to learn the Python programming in the further sessions. Thank you.